Are we recording?
You know we are.
Have
You
watched
know
The
that we are.
Greatest Showman yet?
The Greatest Showman?
Have you watched it yet?
No, I have not had a chance to watch The Greatest Showman. I know that. Look, I'm getting a lot of pressure from the crew at camp.
It's a good movie
Listen,
for
dude,
the whole family.
for the whole family to enjoy. No, I don't listen. I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying
Okay.
that I haven't had a chance.
And I'll never watch it.
No, I do want to watch it. I mean, ultimately, I think that is the type of movie that is going to change Ronia's life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just want to go like all the way back through all this like Baz or Boz Luhrmann stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, that's the Claire Danes one.
Yeah.
That's gonna life. It's gonna be like like BC and AD.
Yeah, I remember being obsessed with the visuals in that movie. Like, the guns were so beautiful. They had, like, the crosses on them.
Oh, yeah, but they were also, like, each of the different weapons, like, depending on its, like, size and purpose,
Yeah.
had a different martial, like, a different melee weapon name.
Yeah.
Like, his rapier was some kind of, like, shotgun. Oh, no, trust me, dude. All those weapons that you liked are even cooler than you thought because
Wow.
they're all named after melee weapons.
Oh, interesting.
Fuck yes.
Huh.
Right? But that's their sword.
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
their dagger.
Yeah.
Right? Ugh. Succulent. We need to make 2 strips, but we only need to record one of them.
Okay.
Right? And it can be either the strip for Wednesdag, which is tomorrow,
Thanks.
or it could be
It should be Wednesday, I think.
yeah. Well, shit, how many strips do we need to make?
We already wrote Friday. We have to write the stage strip.
What was Friday?
Friday is Noah saying, when did we get all these Star Wars toys?
Oh. Oh, I see. So when does the stage strip, which would have historically gone up on a Monday, will that just go up at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, no, it might have to go in as a break, because I don't know if I'll have time to draw that storyline.
All 3?
All 3.
Yeah. Well, either way,
Yeah.
now that we know this is an issue, we need to make 2 strips total.
Yeah.
So it can either be the stage strip or it can be one of the strips from this week. And it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
It's all the same, baby.
But no, so you're watching that Wild Country.
I am watching that Wild Country.
How far are you into that Wild Country?
2 episodes.
Yeah, you're not gonna. It's like, I think I've talked about it before, but you can run. There is a version of Pride and Prejudice that has like Colin Firth and Jennifer Ely in it.
Uh-huh.
And if you ever get past, like, if you in the process of watching it, it's 6 episodes total. And when you hit the 3rd episode, once you've completed it, like, you basically have no choice but to get all the way through the rest. Like, it leaves off so good, and it's like it creates this massive tension, and it's just like
You have to resolve
you're
it.
desperate to resolve
Yeah.
it once it has been out there. And
Yeah.
it's like we had done that once. I think Brennan and I had done that once. Like, the 3rd one had gotten done at 11 o'clock, and we're like, well, fuck, we're just fucked. We just gotta
Yeesh.
we just gotta go all the way through.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting, the modern time interviews. Like, that's really interesting to meet up with these people who were in this cult today.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And showing what happened back then. Like,
Well, and they interviewed all of them, but I mean, you notice early on, like, they never interview more than one of them at the same time.
yeah.
Like, they're never together in the same place.
Yeah, it's true. They're all individual ones.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and like, they're interviewing this Sheila girl now, right?
Yeah, she is a powerhouse.
She's an amazing lady.
Yes, she is.
And it's very easy right now. We're like, Karen and I are like, oh, she seems so cool. Like, I would join her cult. Like, I want to go hang out with, but she must be absolutely evil.
Well, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna learn new things, and you will have to integrate those things into your consciousness.
We're watching it last night, and we're like, oh man, they reclaim the desert. They're doing it. They're living this amazing life.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, oh, here's this video of them like freaking the fuck out. Okay. Well, who cares what they do behind closed doors? They're still cool people. And then they started buying the town. It's like, oh, it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's pretty sophisticated. It's
Yeah.
It's pretty sophisticated stuff, and especially when it comes to the the town and some of the other aspects.
Yeah.
Like the parallels, I would say, especially with Scientology, are profound.
Yeah.
Like just how much an organization can accomplish
With money.
well, with money and with the laws. Like the laws are not constructed in such a way
Right.
to stop this because they couldn't have conceived of it.
It's just like conspiracy, right? It's like Teal says.
You mean specifically the book by
book.
Ryan Holiday?
Yeah. I'm saying Teal's like, hey, we want to destroy Gawker. We're going to do it completely legally. Like they didn't do anything wrong. Like you can be mad at them for what they did.
Yeah. But that's the key, right?
Yeah.
Is that when you act with that type of planning and sophistication, people, they barely recognize it as acting.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so, the system that they set into place is so complicated
Yeah.
that you don't perceive all of it at once. It takes a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that's true in either case, except they accelerated very quickly out at Rajneeshpuram.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I think it's really, really fascinating stuff. I think that like which religions become like religions, and then
which ones get the thumbs up?
Which ones remain cults?
Well, yeah. It's so. Okay, what was it? This
know.
is germane to the conversation we're having right now.
Yeah.
So Kara's doing all this work on recovering from like being in a cult. Like,
but she actually like she's hitting up. There's like a Reddit group, right?
Yeah, she's in the Exmo Reddit group. But she's
is that the truncation?
Yeah, Exmo. But she's also just reading a lot of books on
cult deprogramming type stuff.
Yeah, cult deprogramming. Like, so she sent this out. Mormons call rape non-consensual immorality.
Well, we got the word already.
Yeah, I know, right? It's a weird one.
We already know.
Non-consensual immorality.
What?
Yeah. And we were watching. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Right?
Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
All you have to do is think about the little word machine they've made.
Yeah.
And then look at its outputs.
Yeah.
You're still sinning.
Yeah, what are you trying to accomplish with
Good
this little
Christ.
word game?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
We were watching Jesus Christ Superstar, and she had never seen it before.
Who are you? What have you sacrificed?
Yeah, she'd been taught that it was, bad, right?
Whoa. Kara hasn't seen it?
She'd never seen it, no.
I'm shocked that you have not, up till now, because you forced that stuff on me.
Yeah, but it had been ingrained in her at such a deep level that it was wrong.
Well, the combination, the interpretation of the scripture, because it's pretty like
it's heretical.
Yeah, it's definitely heretical,
right?
But that doesn't mean that it isn't illuminating.
Oh, absolutely not. Like it is. That movie is profound in my sort of.
Well, yeah. Did I ever tell you when I went to the Vatican? Did I ever tell you that they have a?
You trapped yourself.
God, the cable attached
fucking
to the microphone,
microphones.
It pulled me deep down. Did I ever tell you that when I was at the Vatican, they have...
You saw God. He's just hanging out there. He was getting a cup of coffee.
Well, having been there,
yeah,
and like being like a straight up 100% like I don't know about this type person.
Sure.
I left there thinking he's probably there somewhere.
Sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote about it at the time.
Yeah.
I fucking prayed. Like I was just like,
yeah.
When you get in St. Peter's Basilica, it's like when I was in high school, my friend Omar said that any person who reads the Quran becomes a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
He said you can't
help but.
Yeah, he said if you read this,
yeah,
like the end result,
yeah,
is that it is so dense with explanatory spiritual power that the conclusion you'll come to is that you need to that Islam is what's going on.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's more or less how when I went there, like I went there fully like deeply clad in ironic armor.
Yeah.
And then I saw the Pieta, and then I was like, oh no. And I felt myself like drawn in.
Yeah.
And like there's like a special kneeling pad.
Right.
I don't know about any of this shit. That's not the type of church that I went to.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like you can't, I don't know. These are like icons, like not the type that you click.
Right.
Like this is like a religious embodiment, and I couldn't resist it. It was that potent.
I don't blame you at all. I mean, that's what that stuff was designed to do.
Oh, it works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, no. But here, there is a wing of the Vatican dedicated to modern art.
Oh, really?
And when I saw it, I was like, well, I mean, I would have thought for sure that this stuff would be considered heretical on the face of it.
Yeah.
But these are bold
interpretations. Yeah.
Like powerful, modern. And by modern, I mean having some aspect of interpretation or disassembly. Right?
Yeah.
But they granted this part of the Vatican to it.
Well, I was hardcore Catholic when I first saw the movie, and I didn't think it was heretical. Like I just thought
I remember having this conversation with you at the time.
Yeah. So we watched it, and
dude, she must have fucking flipped out. Those songs kick ass.
Yeah, they're good. And they were getting ready to go to Gethsemane, and she's like, "Oh, that's where Jesus bled from every pore in his body." And I was like, "What?" And she looked at me and she's like, "Don't tell me that's a Mormon thing too." And I was like, "I've never heard that." And so she starts Googling, and it's in their
only from the
it's in their Doctrine and Covenants.
Is that one of the books?
Yeah, it's one of their books. It's what she was taught.
Hold on, I thought they only had. They had the Bible and then the Book of Mormon. Is there another book?
Oh yeah, there's a couple other books.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
That's how they get you. They tell you it's just one other book.
well, no, and then it's like Battlefield America.
Yeah.
It just keeps going. Return of the King.
Yeah. But he went there. They say he went there and suffered for all of our sins, and the weight of our sins was such that
he was crushed
that
beneath it?
bled. It was as though he bled from every pore in his body. That was his anguish.
Wild.
And I'm like, no, they didn't write a song about that.
It's not in there?
No, this is where he had the Last Supper and they sing about that. Like, that would be a weird song.
Yeah, that song is hardcore too.
Yeah, I bled.
There aren't any non-hardcore songs in there. Well, except for the one that your mom used to sing to you, I think. That's not super hardcore.
Oh, Mary Magdalene's song?
Yeah.
Try Not to Get Worried?
Yeah, exactly. That's a hot one.
Yeah, man, and they did such a good job of that in the new Sarah Bareilles? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only listen to the radio every now and then.
Yeah.
So I just always sort of assume that the two L's in Bareilles were like the Y.
Oh.
So in my mind, it's always been like Sarah Bareilles.
Bareilles.
It's like it's like Blastois.
Blastois.
Like if you learn all your words through reading, like you become a mutant, unable to interface with other people.
Rapple.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, rappling is.
Let's rapple in.
That's another one of my crazy.
Yeah.
Another one of my great products, dude. Do you remember when you used to rapple at the casino?
Yeah.
Upside down.
That's where we discovered that you didn't know how to say it.
Well, I know, but you used to like in the very first version of that, they allowed proximity voice.
Oh yeah.
In addition to the team chat.
Right.
Because that would have been before parties.
Yeah.
Right? Eventually they got rid of it. But I think that's a net loss because what would happen is that you'd be coming down outside and they'd be like, "Are these coming in?" And you're like, "Nuh-uh."
No, I'm not.
There's
nobody out here.
It's just... we're contract to do these windows. Like, it worked.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it worked. But hey, so we could make a strip. I mean,
guess.
that's one.
Yeah.
That's one option. I
think a funny strip is this idea that Gabe is playing Far Cry.
Oh, and he's like, yeah,
man,
what?
this Joseph Seed is making a lot of sense.
Have you ever really listened to what he's saying? Man, I'll tell you one thing that is creepy about that game. All the songs they recorded for the cult.
Yeah, and their radio station.
Yeah, they're real. Like they went whole hog. Just like for when they did all those shanties.
Oh yeah,
for Black Flag. Like
Black
it's
Flag.
like that. It's like the religious version of a shanty.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So they created all those songs out of whole cloth.
Oh, I think that. I mean, there might be some that aren't legit.
Yeah.
But I've heard a lot of songs like this. I think that a lot of these, at least lyrically, seem to be particular.
Huh.
Which
That's awesome.
I'm
That's
compelled.
impressive. Yeah.
I'm compelled by that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's legit. But yeah. I think there could be a very good John C. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out the outro for that. But we're crafty people. I mean,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the first time we've created a comic strip. I have evidence.
It's like, dude, that's the villain. Or if Gabe's like, man, I think it's really interesting. This Far Cry doesn't really have a villain. Because they're always built on such like a charismatic.
Yeah, exactly. Look,
bad guy.
there is a
villain.
What?
Joseph Seed. What? Father?
Okay. Nope. You sold it. You got there. You sold it, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I had the capacity to give you a raise of some kind, I would do that.
Yeah.
You've executed quite well
Well,
here.
dude, you can. You're the fucking president of Penny Arcade Corp.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could, but I don't want to. Like, like if you really, I feel like then that's money that I don't have. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I'm glad that you can appreciate my wisdom in this matter. So it's like, dude, yeah, you were able to put a candy shell around that concept.
Yeah.
That is so good. Okay, so Gabe, I feel like
It's really bold. I'm loving this new Far Cry.
yeah, I feel like it's kind of a bold move not to have a villain.
Not to have a villain. What? Yeah, I mean, they're just, usually
Well, yeah, usually Far Cry has this like charismatic villain
this
thing.
iconic, charismatic villain.
Yeah.
I just don't see that, And then they got rid of it for this one.
Yeah, usually Far Cry games have this. It's so Gabe.
It's so Gabe.
Have this like
That's so Gabe.
charismatic dude. No, dude. I should name this strip "That's So Gabe." Yeah, usually Far Cry.
And they got rid of it, They didn't do that this time. What the fuck are you talking about? Joseph Seed there is a villain.
No,
It's
no,
Joseph Seed.
no.
What? You mean father?
I don't know. I feel like he's making a lot of sense.
I feel like he's making a lot of sense.
Father? No.
No.
Gabriel. There is a villain.
There is a villain. It's very clearly Joseph Seed.
It's very very clear. The villain is Joseph Seed.
What, father?
No. Father?
That doesn't make any sense.
What you mean father?
He is a psychopath, but he makes so much sense.
You mean father? No. Yeah, he's.
Is that in the second panel?
No, you mean father? No, I mean that's the third panel.
That might be the punch. Or if you could get that into the second panel, and then you just have a beat in the third, where Tycho's just like staring at Gabe.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of a bold move not to have a villain in this Far Cry. Yeah, I could instead of the what.
There is a villain.
I can bump. Yeah, I mean I'll just bump it in. It's just like
It's very clearly Joseph Seed. It's very clear that Joseph Seed is the villain. Father? And then we lose that he just makes so much sense, which is fun.
well, no. But I'd rather not lose it if we can. It's just like he's the only one that makes any fucking sense.
Yeah. So if you say in the third panel, father, no.
Even just you mean father?
You mean father?
It's almost like it's like the old and it's like you mean wall candy?
Yeah. You mean father?
Now that's a deep ass cut,
That's
son.
a
That's like
deep-ass
20
cut.
years. I still remember.
Yeah. He's insane.
No, Gabriel. There is a villain. It's very, very clear who the villain is. No. It's very, very clear who.
Who?
The villain is Joseph Seed.
Father? Yes. He's a psychopath. I don't know, man. He makes a lot of sense. I don't know, man. Have you listened to him? He makes a lot of sense.
I don't know, man. Have you ever really listened to him?
Like, really listened. Dude makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So what I can do is I can bump that up a panel so that because it'd be kind of fun if Gabe just had the third panel. Yes, father.
Father. He's a psychopath.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of a bold move not to have a villain in this Far Cry. usually they have. This is frame 1.
Yeah.
Usually they have this like charismatic villain,
Villain.
and they didn't do that. And they didn't do that this time.
They didn't do that
No,
this time.
Gabriel, there is a villain. It's very, very clear who. The villain is Joseph Seed. Father? Yes, father. He's a psychopath. I don't know, man. Have you ever listened to him? Like, really listen. Makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. Makes a lot of sense.
Is that right?
Yeah, it feels a
think it
little
may-
long.
I think it. Oh no, it's actually not that long
okay.
text-wise. The second frame is very, very short.
You ever listen to him? It makes a lot of sense.
No. You shrink it down.
Yeah, I feel like Gabe's just
No,
a
exactly.
little long.
Have you ever really listened to him though? Dude, it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
Oh, when I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray. And yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.